Yo, what's up, guys? I hope you're doing good. Look at my hair, it's a mess, and I like it. Actually, I like it. I hope I hope it doesn't bother you that much. But today we are going to talk about why, maybe one of the reasons why your beats aren't selling, even though you spend a lot of time on it, spend a lot of energy on your beat. You work on them, they are crazy, they are very cool, they have layers to them, but they don't sell. No one buys them. Well, if that's the case, my friend, you're probably making your beats too complicated. So here's the thing: when a rapper wants to buy a beat from you or anyone, or just choose a beat in general, the beat should actually be interesting to him. You can't just you know what I'm saying? Like, it should be interesting for him. Well, it's a very obvious thing. It should be obvious, and you probably should know that. But here's the thing: we as producers sometimes overthink our beat making process, and our beats, we just overcomplicate them, because you know what I'm saying? Like, we have knowledge about beat making, we have knowledge about music theory, all of that things. So sometimes we have this wrong mindset that if a beat is too simple and is not layered by any means, and it doesn't have like 10 different melodies and cool chords, it's not a good beat. Well, the truth is that it could be a good beat. You gotta know why you're making that beat. What is the purpose of the beat? If you're making a beat that is a standalone and you just intentionally don't leave any space for any vocals on it, it's completely fine. Make it as complicated as you want it to be, because it's your song. It's not a beat anymore, it's not an instrumental anymore, it's your song, it's your project. It can be crazy, it can be complicated, it can go out of scale or key, or get back to it. You can change the tempo, all of that different shit. But if the purpose of the beat is to be sold to a rapper or an artist in general, you have to consider the vocals and the space that they are gonna need. Also, you have to consider how they perceive a good beat. The thing is that with any kind of artistic project, artistic work, how people perceive a good project differs to each other. You can't measure a good beat. You can't say it's a good beat and everyone else should believe that it's a good beat. You can hear a beat and be like, this is amazing, this is the best beat I've ever heard. But you might show it to me and I could be like, this is shit, man, this is like bad, this is a bad beat. And the surprising thing is that none of us is wrong. There's a difference between how you think a good beat should sound against how I think a good beat should sound like. So when you're making a beat that you want it to be sold to someone, you have to imagine yourself in their shoes. You have to put yourself in their shoes and be like, okay, let's say this rapper or this artist is a big fan of Drake, and so he's influenced by Drake. How can this person, or better question, how can I make this person perceive my beat as a good beat based on those information that I have about him? So we know that he's a big fan of Drake, and we know he's a rapper, and he's a male artist, because there's a difference. This is not enough information. These are only 3 things that we know. I suggest you to try to get more information from that rapper. But even if that's all you know, you gotta realize that for example, Drake doesn't use a lot of hi-hat rolls in his music, generally speaking. Obviously there are exceptions, but generally speaking, that's one of the things about Drake's songs. Like, drums are not that crazy, hi-hats are not that crazy, there are not like 10,000 different snare rolls and things like that. Also, a lot of Drake's music is like down tempo, very slow, very calm, and Drake like puts its flow in a way that goes with the vibe of the beat. And like, if you consider those things, probably a beat that is complicated in drums, has 20 different melodies, and is very up tempo, is not gonna interest that rapper that you want to work with. Now in the next video I'm gonna talk about how you can get more information about that artist, whoever you want to work with, and what information you actually should be looking forward to, because it's very important and a lot of people just ignore it. They just send beats to that person and like, okay, you like these beats, buy them please. Well, it doesn't work like that. And another case that happens to a lot of producers is that we producers make a very complicated beat with like 3 or 4 different melodies playing at the same time, a lot of different hi-hat rolls all over the place. Like, they are good rolls, they are good hi-hat rolls, they are good melodies, they work together. But the thing is, when a rapper hears it, he's not gonna be inspired. He or she, doesn't make a difference. They're not gonna be inspired. They're not gonna, you know, nothing's gonna click in their head and be like, oh, that's it, that's the beat, that's what I'm gonna choose or buy. The truth is that especially in rap, especially in today's rap, most rappers don't want complicated beats, and there are too many reasons for me to go through on why they don't want complicated beats, but that's a whole other conversation. Right now, just know that most people, not everyone, but most people want simple beats that they can get their flows off of that beat or on that beat. If you're making a beat and you're going to put it on your beat store, you're going to send it to other rappers without, you know, communicating to them, just don't put that much energy and effort and time into it. If your beat sounds good, that's good enough. Don't try to make it extra good, because most of the times, like 99.99% of the times, it backlashes, it backfires. It doesn't work like that. You can't just be like, okay, I wanna make this beat extra good, and it turns extra good. It actually gets bad. It gets bad, straight up bad. You know, actually I was watching a video from Aiden Kenway. Big shout out to him. I mean, he's bigger than me, so he doesn't need my shout out, but props to him. He gives a lot of good information, and he was saying that he had made a beat. I remember this so clearly because it was so interesting to me. He had made a beat named Godfather, and this Godfather beat was crazy. Like when I heard it as a music producer, I was like, damn, this has so many layers to it. It has so many different melodies. Drums go crazy, you know, instruments change. He said no one bought that. He said literally no one even looked at that beat. No one even tried to rap to that beat because it's just too crazy. Maybe they don't understand it. Maybe they don't use it. They can't use it. I don't know. You know, I mean, I kind of know, but we don't know. Generally speaking, we are music producers. We are not rappers. We are not singers. We don't know why, but that's just the thing. They don't use complicated beats. And Aiden showed the FL Studio project of that Godfather beat, the complicated beat, and it was actually crazy. Like, I swear he had like 20 different automations. He had like 5 different melodies, like I said. It was crazy. It was great. But what is greatness when it doesn't sell? Like, no one gonna come to you and be like, hey man, I'm gonna pay you for this beat and I'm not gonna use it because it's great. No one gonna do that. I sounded like Penguin in Batman, but no one gonna do that. Okay friends, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to you. Please consider leaving a like on this video. Also, subscribing to my channel helps me a lot. We are currently on 80 subscribers. I'm trying to get obviously to 1,000, but that seems too far right now. But yeah, subscribe. See you in the next videos, and bye for now.